Hey, it's Miguel Lloyd with Lloyd Media Group, and so as we've been doing our training series here for the last couple of weeks, we're all have our stay in place orders, but we want to make sure we're continuing to educate and provide a resource to our communities. I have one of my good friends here, Dr. Winston Carhee, who is a doctor of chiropractic care, along with his lovely wife, Dr. Chantaye Carhee, and so we were talking offline, talking in some of our circles with the 100 Black men here of Atlanta about just being improving your immune system and being able to deal with this COVID-19 situation. And so I said, man, let's just jump on and Zoom. Let's jump on. Let's talk. Let's record it and show people how they can improve themselves and do a better job of getting their immune system together. So without further ado, Doctors Carhee, good afternoon.
Good
Hello,
afternoon.
hello.
How you doing? Good. So I wanted for us to jump in here and let's talk a little bit more about what we've been talking about offline. First of all, you both are doctors of chiropractic care. Tell us about what that means.
Yeah, we are doctors of chiropractic. That means we had 4 years undergraduate school, then went to 4 years professional school, doctor of chiropractic. We primarily do basic sciences the first 2 years, then we specialize in the musculoskeletal system and the nervous system the latter 2 years. So we have a similar training to medical doctors, although it specializes in the treatment of the spine and nervous system. But we study the same physiology, the same body that they do. So more of us is our solutions are solution based on making sure the body's functioning properly.
And so the name of your business is Pain to Wellness Center, and you own that business together?
Yes,
Yes.
so proprietor, having it for about 16 years now. Cascade Road, our primary location, and we also have a location in Fayetteville where my wife is a primary doctor in the Fayetteville location.
So, Dr. Chantaye, talk to us about about nutrition. We've talked a little bit about that offline. You talked about the importance of nutrition, how it starts in your gut. Talk to us a little bit about nutrition and how that's going to help people to improve their immune systems.
Yes, so I want to talk about nutrition, or more or less like the clinical nutrition part of using food to be more of your medicine and
Mm-hmm.
taking care of your body versus anything else. And with all this pandemic and virus things going on, your immune system, your gut, that's your second immune system. So having the gastrointestinal part, on a good basis and a foundation really does help your body to function, your immune system to function, pretty much your whole body, the nervous system, and everything to function. Having the right substance, having the right foods, which helps support all the many macrophages or helping the T cells, which help boost up your immune system to work at their peak functioning or their peak capacity. And so I like to just use the nutrition part to help build up my immune system, my nervous system, because with all this COVID-19, it's also people are stressed out. So I'm finding that the adrenal glands and the adrenals and the hormones, all those things are increasing as well. And all of that really goes back to the gut and the gut flora, having the good bacteria and those things in the stomach and in your body so that you can function well.
Right?
Tell us a little bit about. Go ahead, Winston.
I mean, well, we know this COVID-19 coronavirus, we want to call it, right, is causing a global pandemic. Everybody at the moment is scary, right? It's killing thousands of people, right? So we know most people have weak or compromised immune systems. So we want to do whatever it takes to help you and your family, all right, have a strong immune system, all right? So we want to help protect your family from the coronavirus. So
Look, I want you to expound on what you mentioned, that most people have compromised immune system. A lot of people believe that hey man, I'm strong as an ox. I was an athlete. I played ball. Talk to us about why you believe that most people have a weakened immune system and can potentially fall victim to this disease.
Well, it's really when you hear this word to keep on throwing at you, right? It's how healthy your body is. It's all about health, all right? We have kids in the background, so if you hear them.
That's all right. Mine are outside of that door. It's we're all at home right now. It's all good.
Yeah. So anything that will take away from your health would cause you to have a compromised immune system, because if you're not at 100%, then you're less than what your optimal body function should be. So these comorbidity to talk about. And you look at the African American diaspora, and here in America especially, we have some type of habits or lifestyle choices that are not optimal. They aren't 100%. You know, I don't want to take any excuses. I don't want to take any name calling, but it is what it is. We know what the facts state, right? Right. We don't eat well, right? We don't get enough sleep, and we may engage into more stressful type of activities because of where we are, having to work so much, and we like to have a little enjoyment. And most time that involves what? Staying up late, going out, drinking alcohol, those things. But
can we keep it real? Some of the Fumble brothers who are smoking cigarettes, cigars, marijuana, things that are all compromising their immune system and their lungs and the ability of respiratory system are all.
Anything you're doing to decrease your health is going to compromise your immune system, especially with this SARS, with basically severe acute respiratory distress. So think about it. If you're smoking, right, you have weakened lung capacity. You cannot breathe. Your volume is decreased, right? Now, what about the toxins? What about the things that are air pollutants? Now, you notice the Midwest have a higher case of us who are dying. Well, think about the factories and those things, the air pollution in those Midwestern countries, right? The ozone layer is depleted. And that's why they're going to have higher morbidity and mortality because of these things. They have a weaker immune system because their overall health has been weakened. So if you have diabetes, right? We're talking about heart disease, right? These things are in our communities, and therefore all those individuals.
Can we talk about allergy season just started?
Exactly. So you're going to have crossover effects, and that's going to put you in a state where you're weaker. So that's the very reason why we want to help you boost it, right?
Yeah.
Now, don't get us wrong. Follow all the guidelines set forth by the CDC, right? You got to make sure you wash your hands, you wear your mask, do all those things, but you have to strengthen your immune system. We're doing that naturally. We're not talking about taking medication that may have other side effects and again cause your health to be poor. We're talking about whole foods, food items you can eat that will help boost your immune system naturally. And that's what you should be doing. Because of the standard American diet, right? We're not getting the correct nutrients. Pollution in our air, in our water, in our food. We have poor quality foods than we did maybe 20 or 30 years ago. So when grandmama and them, had broccoli and vegetables, those broccoli and vegetables had more nutrients in it than the broccoli and vegetables that we have today. That's very important.
Absolutely.
So how your food is grown and the type of foods you eat affect how your immune system will be, whether it will be strong or not. And
so when we're making our grocery runs, I think one thing you and your wife spoke out earlier, the types of fruits and vegetables we should have: broccoli, kiwi, berries. Kind of talk to us about some of the vegetables that are probably in plenty in the produce aisle right now that we're kind of passing by that can make our immune system stronger.
Absolutely. And you know what? When I'm talking like that, I don't like to just go on innuendo or hearsay. I like evidence-based. So what do? I research, right? So there's something called the National Library of Medicine, and you can search it. It's called PubMed, right? You go in there, you can research what type of food products or herbals will support your immune system. So I'm gonna do a screen share right now, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
We'll show you exactly what we found, right, through our research. And it is amazing, okay? So I'm gonna do a screen share first here. We'll share this, and we'll get into this. All right, here we go. Now that's our website, but here, right here, again, National Library of Medicine. Can you see that?
Absolutely.
Okay, this is a study, and this is the empirical data is best. So peer review research is up at a higher level of research. So this is one study that we found, and it talks about prevention and treatment of influenza-like illnesses, which is exactly what this SARS is. All right, and we're not going to bore you with reading, but you can go in and read it by all means. We suggest you do that. But here we go. Let's not get to the conclusion. Let's go back up a little bit. Now we're talking about herbs. What herbs can you and your family take to help build your immune system? So again, coming right here from the data, we're going to show you the herbs that help your immune system, the herbs that help with these type of respiratory problems. And number one, it says licorice root, right? Licorice root is very important, right? Interferon T cells, those are part of the immune system to help fight off any of these bugs that come in. Look over there to the right. Influenza virus, right? The H2N2, H1N1, all these viruses, again, the SARS would be included in this. Then look at the berries, right? The phenols helps your immunity and modify your T cell function, right? Influenza and the common cold. So that's how you want to eat your berries, your dark berries and your red berries are very important. And again, echinacea. This, I can't speak enough about this herb. We understand this helps tremendously, right? Influenza and colds. So these are things that you should have, right, in your family's stockpile. I have abundance of these. You should be taking them on a regular basis. Now, what type of food should you eat? What dietary supplements do you eat if you want to boost your immune system, right? Vitamin C. We have an acronym called ACEs, right? A, right? E, A, C, E, and selenium, ACEs, but also include zinc in there. But here's what in this study they found that at vitamin C, common cold, treatment and prevention. And then your probiotics, right? Your gut is really your core or the second part of your immune system. But not only that, that's where you have a lot of your nerves. So your second brain is also in your gut. So what you eat is important to your health. I cannot stress that enough. The type of foods you eat are important. No processed foods, whole foods are very important, but you need the right probiotics, which are the normal flora, which are bacteria. Bacteria belongs in your gut, but what type of bacteria, right? You need a plethora of bacteria, different types, so that your immune system can be strong. Prevention, treatment of acute upper respiratory tract infections have all been tied to your probiotics. And here's a list of them here, right? So if you're taking them, take many of them. But look down here, selenium, we talked about that before, right? Improves the immune system function, influenza A, and prevention. So again, remember ACEs, right? That's an acronym.
Vitamin C, vitamin E, and selenium.
Exactly. And don't forget about garlic, right? You've been hearing about that a lot, but it is true. Garlic helps you. So please
is that raw garlic, or if you're cooking with garlic, does that help you?
So what you want to do is actually be careful with eating raw garlic because it is very powerful. So when people ingest raw garlic, it would actually kind of burn the lining of your stomach. So what you want to do is you want to actually boil it a little bit, cook with it, okay? Because it's so potent and it's so powerful. You don't want to do, just get a raw clove of garlic and just do it. You don't want to do that because it can mess with your stomach. So
and it tastes pretty good when you cook with it instead of salt. It tastes pretty good.
Yes. Cook with it, and it kind of, when you cook things with it, it kind of bakes down the potency of it. But you never want to do it raw.
Got it.
I really want to emphasize that because it's vile. It'll burn the lining of the stomach. But if it's with other foods and you're cooking with it, it kind of come down a little bit on the potency and won't burn the lining so much.
Right.
Got it.
Now, always, I'll be very quick. Go to conclusion right here. Herbal supplements that help: licorice, right? North American ginseng, very good. Elderberry, hear about that a lot. Echinacea, again, there it is. Pomegranate, right? Hear about that? That's excellent. Guava tea, right, as well. Now, if you're looking for some supplements, some food supplements, minerals, zinc are going to be there. Selenium, right? Vitamin C, definitely want that. And then your probiotics are very important. And some people are hip to seaweed, that's good, and yeast products. And then don't forget the garlic extract, right? Not the actual raw, but the extract. So if you do these things, you will make sure you're protecting and preparing your family to have a strong immune system. And to help you, right, we're providing these supplements. Now, if you go here, if you want to talk to us and find out more about it, we're offering telehealth. You can come here and click on that. But if you go to our website, paintowellness.com.
Well, I want you to go back. I don't want you to skip over that telehealth part. That telehealth is important. That is important part of we're doing we're doing it now. Everybody's getting used to this, so I don't want you to skip over that. Let's talk about that telehealth part.
All right. Well, now we have these shelter-in-place orders, so you can't. People are afraid to get out. Now, number one, we are essential critical infrastructure workforce. So therefore, individuals can come to us, right, doing a shelter-in-place because you can make trips to your doctor. Number one, if you want to come, if you're in the area. But if people are all over the United States, they can come to our website and you can have a consultation with the doctor. All right. So you can consult with myself and my wife. You click on the link and it will pop up. You can schedule a time during our normal business hours, and we'll take about 15 to 25 minutes to talk to you, to get your history, to go over any of your concerns, and then maybe give you some suggestions if we can that will help you for you and your family's concern.
Absolutely. So so now let's talk about the immune products that you have, because you want to get those out to the marketplace.
Exactly. All right. So the immune products are right here under immune support. Simply click here, and it shows you the immune support bundles that we have. Now, the first bundle we have here is general, right? Immunoplex, Congoplex, and again, Echinacea Premium Bundle. All those items that were in that research paper, they are found in this bundle, right? You can simply click that and order that. It gets drop shipped directly to your home. So you have to go out. It's right there for your convenience. Now, this next one here is if you have an acute infection, it just started and you want to squash it very quickly. That includes the immune bundle, but also the angigravis complex. That if you have the sniffles or something like that, you want to get rid of it quickly, right? Take this bundle, it'll be squashed. It works very well. And then if you have a chronic infection, or you have seasonal allergies, or you always get the sniffles, you really want to have
really bad.
Yeah, a really bad infection. And maybe you're already into the infection, trying to fight it off. That's what number 3 comes in. You have the calcium lactate. That really helps boost your immune system and fight off something if it's there, right? But guess what? We have a shelter-in-place order, right? You're at home with your loved ones on a regular basis where you may not be used to it. Did you know that domestic violence is at an all-time high right now?
Stress.
Right? So people are stressed, right? We don't want you to be stressed. We want to help you. So this is stress management. The ashwagandha complex and the kava forte is very important. And again, if it is acute and something you want to handle immediately, we have another bundle with St. John's wort, which is very nice.
And that actually has the licorice root in it. The St. John's wort is very good for people who can't sleep or just can't rev down their body or their brain to just kind of lay down. That St. John's wort can be used a little bit into the immune and also for stress, because it does have that powerful licorice root in it.
Absolutely. Okay. Good to know.
And then we have the next one has the Menchex, and this is good to help balancing your nervous system. And I know my mother takes this on a regular basis, so that really helps her deal with the grandkids and so forth.
So the top 3 are the ones that you would recommend for the immune system, which is everybody's focused on right now, is better in their immune system as they're sending you home. If you go to the ER, if you go to your doctor and they say, hey, go home, self-quarantine, would you recommend them taking some of these supplements during that quarantine period?
Absolutely. You want to take the second bundle, the one with the angigravis. That's very important. Yes.
Right. Actually, I did have a patient at telehealth that someone referred him to me in the Fayetteville, and he actually had the COVID-19. Shipped out some products, and within like 3-4 days, he was actually feeling much better. No fever, no chills, any of that, breathing much better. And by the 5th day, he called and he was like, hey, I don't want to get out of these products because it really brought me through.
That's amazing.
So, and it just kind of gets the mucus so it doesn't get up in the lung and the respiratory to kind of collapses the lung. So
if you guys can clear something up for us real quick, because I'm not a doctor, and you guys are. So I'm going to ask you all directly, right? So there's no cure for the common cold. We know, right? You can treat it. There's no cure per se for the flu. You can treat it. The concern right now is the fact that the people are getting sick in such large numbers. You don't have the staff and you don't have the ventilators to treat people. People are dying because they cannot be treated, not so much that they can't get past this virus if their immune system is not compromised. Is that a good assessment?
Yes, you must have a proper immune system to work in order for your body. It's either the virus or you. It's going to be a battle. So if your immune system's strong, you'll fight off the virus and it'll be defeated. If it's not, then the virus may overtake you and it kills the host, which will be, and unfortunately,
yes. And that's why I was telling one of my patients, I really want to focus on not so much of the virus, let's support the host.
Thank you.
Because if you support the host, which is you, and your body, your immune system will be able to get rid of or help the virus. But we
Right.
got to focus on you as the person, as the host.
Thank you. That's where I wanted you to bring it home, and so
Yes,
everybody
yes.
understands that this is not a death sentence.
No.
No.
You know, it is not a death sentence. Now, obviously, if you have some health issues, high blood pressure, respiratory concerns, you're a smoker, you're vaping, smoking weed, drink a lot, overweight, they may exasperate the issue.
Exactly.
But even if you have the issue exasperated, you can still win. And potentially with some of the products that you're talking about, it's going to help to bolster your immune system.
Exactly.
Well, you got to remember, God gave us everything we need, right? We are the rulers of this earth, right? He placed everything that we need, right, on the land, in the plant, right? So our immune system is made, right, to fight off any infection, right?
Mhm.
And he made it perfectly, right? If we're taking the right things from the earth, then our immune system is going to be strong, and we are able to fight off anything that comes against us. So please do remember that we are powerful beings, and we need to walk in our power and treat us our bodies like it's supposed to be treated, and it will.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I can tell you we're both of similar faith, but you know, there's the supernatural and then there's also common sense, and so we got to make sure we put some of this natural with the supernatural. We got faith, but we got to use products like what you guys have to boost our immune system and make sure we're here for the 150 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Faith without works is dead, right?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
he gave us everything we need. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Carhee. Y'all get back to your kids. I'm gonna get to mine and get on this grill to make sure they get this family fed, and I'll make sure I throw some asparagus on that grill too, so we can make sure we get our.
There you go.
We like it. All right, brother.
All right, God bless y'all. Have a great afternoon.
You're well, sir. Thank you.
All righty, bye-bye.